What's up, buckos? I feel like that we're gonna be getting catfished by the end of it all. We have an update on the Microsoft, Xbox, and Activision deal. Sony is coming out with the big guns. Are they really though? We're gonna be actually talking about it. We got some Halo news. We got Battlefield going free to play. I mean, damn, okay, that's a massive story out there. They're also like bukaking their fan base hard. The stuff that we have today is massive, okay? Let's just get right into the story. We do news videos, reaction videos every single day, so hit the subscribe bell. And can a brother perhaps get 2 likes on the video? Is that too hard? But coming in at our number 10 spot, Okami came out because, listen, this is good news. I don't play Halo, but damn, man, for the homie Galaxy, yeah, Halo Infinite in-game currency will finally be earnable in the Season 2 Battle Pass. That's some massive news for the Halo fans out there. Listen, I don't play Halo, but if you play Halo, I got you, okay? Also in the news, the new 34 Raven Software QA testers have announced that they're forming a union. So they are ganging up, dog. They're forming a union and asking for voluntary recognition. I mean, damn, okay, damn. They're going hard at Activision as we speak, and the big homie Jason Schreier came out. He started spitting facts out there because apparently Charlie Intel says this: the union is called VRGWA, and a statement says that they will ask Activision Blizzard management to recognize their union. And listen, man, they're probably not gonna do it. Bobby Boy, he got that golden parachute because he sold his company to Microsoft, and he's gonna be making $350 million. Young Ya stock's huge, by the way. And listen, man, the situation is wilder than Johnny Sins movies, because if they don't respond within 5 days, so they're hitting them up with that threat. I mean, they will file with National Labor Board Association. My guy, like, Bobby just sold his company, man. He won't do anything about it, my guy. Maybe he would have to do, honestly. Then you got the homie Slushy out there saying good. They only got 34 QA testers. Explain for me to understand. Explain for us if this means console will be fixed or not. Damn, man. That's kind of cold, right? But obviously, I'm not gonna go at the homie because he paid 70 quids out there, 70 pesos out there, maybe 60 pesos, more than 60 pesos. Let me keep a $1.50. But at the end of the day, man, like, that's the world we live in. It's a little bit cold out there. But understandably, though, the homie kind of paid moolah for it, so he wanna know what this means. And Jank, the Chinese New Year edition, probably a meme account, right? Better unionization means better management and thus far better teamwork. I've worked union before. I'm having a hard time believe you right there, okay, because of that username. So that's what our Twitter detectives are saying, and we gotta believe in the Twitter detectives, guys. This is coming from Tom Henderson, okay? So he's hearing that Battlefield 2042 might go free to play in order to restore player numbers. I mean, damn, okay, damn. 3 months after it might go free to play. My guy, that is crazy. Like, shout out to the homie for adding me in the situation. People not stopping. Some people are like, okay, so then everyone who paid for the game will get refunds, right? Better luck next time. Better luck next time. We're not gonna be getting refunds. Come on now, man. They already got your money. But listen, man, as a YouTuber, I would not mind if the game goes free to play, because like that means more players on the game. Listen, man, if they don't put this game free to play, the franchise is just gonna die, okay? Like, it's already dying. It's on a decline. I heard like last time Steam had like 6,000 players. 6,000 players. You paid $70 for this game. Some of you paid like a Benji for this game. So I understand the language of pain, man. Because if it becomes free to play, people that are asking for refund, I mean, I totally see it. But knowing EA, it's probably just gonna be Hazard Zone, and right now nobody really cares for Hazard Zone. And even if it becomes free to play, I don't think anybody will really care. If they make Portal free to play, I think that can be really sick. But let's see what comes out of this. Homie says that, so if the game goes free to play, I might get my money back. Absolutely not. Homie got 1,000 likes. Can a brother perhaps get 2 likes on the video? Tom Henderson is also saying EA is reportedly very disappointed with how Battlefield 2042 has performed and is looking at all the options. When it comes to the title, this is including looking at free to play in some capacity. I'll have more information on tomorrow, and we're kind of waiting on it. But he did update us. Shout out to the homie for adding me in the situation. The homie did say, give me a little more time on this. I'm consulting with analysts. Damn, man. There's a saying that they grow up fast, and yes, man, they really grow up fast. I remember when he was throwing like leaks like one by one, like tuck, 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 and now he's consulting analysts, lawyers, and developers. My guy, I need to like stand up for the homie out there. I gotta clap up for this homie because my guy has come really far. I remember back in like 2019 where he like slipped in my DMs. He was like, you want that Modern Warfare leak, Skizzle? You want that Modern Warfare leak? He hit me up. I was like, I'm a little bit skeptical, my guy. I made a video on it. The next day, it was real, okay? It was legit. So that leak come true. Me and the homie, we go back long, okay? I'm not even sure if that's a saying or not, but you know what I mean, right? Like, just stop acting up, man. You know what I mean, okay? And he also follows up by saying an update on Battlefield 2042 tomorrow. Santa Boris wasn't a bug. It was their full intention to add the Shiza into the game. My God, we gotta clap up for DICE out there because they played us hard. And listen, man, they had like full alive Homo sapiens. You're telling me that this was a bug when I know for the fact that they had full alive Homo sapiens working under God's hot sun, okay? They were working under God's hot sun. They dressed him up looking like a clown, right? So obviously that was no bug. They worked on that, okay? That was not a bug. But at the end of the day, do I care for that? Absolutely not. But I do care about the legacy, the legacy features. Can a brother perhaps get rushed in the normal multiplayer? Can we get team deathmatch? Can we get the older game modes back, the normal scoreboard? They recently came out with like a scoreboard, but you cannot see your deaths. Are we really that sensitive? Are we really? Did we really get up to this point that we're not gonna show how many times you died in a video game so you don't get your feelings hurt? My guy, like, come on now, man. Like, legacy features, just get out of here. But obviously nowadays we get to see, don't be sad, this is just how it works out sometimes, more than bugs in video games. Elder Scrolls 6. Now listen, I'm not into this game, but I understand the language of pain because my guy, I'm waiting for GTA 6, and you know that game is never coming out. So if you're into Elder Scrolls 6, I understand the language of pain. Let's gang up, okay? Because Elder Scrolls 6 is still only in pre-production, it seems. And it's been over 10 years, my guy. I was not expecting that. I did not know that, for real. Hand on top of this bottle of water. I always thought that it was like 5 years or something like that. GTA 5 has been like out for almost like 8 years, maybe a little bit more than that as we speak. But you know what I mean, right? 10 years? Damn, okay? And yet it seems like Bethesda still only has started to do helicopters with their release. Eagerly awaited the Elder Scrolls 6 in pre-production, and it might not go full production. They might not go full production on the RPG sequel until Starfield is released this year. If you're a fan of it, my guy, you gotta wait a little bit more, I'm just saying. But Tom also follows up by saying this: Sony and Activision could have signed a 5-game Call of Duty deal last year, and I believe that they have done that back in like 2015 or something, right after, you know, right when Black Ops 3 was coming out. And last year they renewed their deal, but understand that nobody really knows for how long they renewed this deal for. But it could be 5 years, it could be 3 years, but I don't see them having like a 10-year deal or anything like that. 5-game Call of Duty deal. So Vanguard is probably the first one in the list, right? And then we got like 4 more Call of Duty games. This year we're gonna be getting Modern Warfare 2, and then we're gonna have 3 more games come out on PlayStation, and after that it can go exclusive. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. I'm not trying to spread pain out there for the Sony ponies, but listen, man, they paid like 70 billion, okay? But 5-game Call of Duty deal last year before Activision faced the accusation. Does that mean Microsoft will push yearly Call of Duties out until that deal expires? Is the desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation legit? What happens to esports? These are interesting questions, and the most important question of them all: will Phil Spencer be the GOAT and remove skill-based matchmaking? I feel like if enough people complain about it, it's probably gonna go away. So should you start tagging Phil Spencer right now? I'm just saying, maybe you should do it like a little bit, but obviously do not gang up or do not go too hard. I would say go hard after June 2023 once Activision is fully acquired by Microsoft, unless the antitrust like goes in and just bukake them or something like that, which likely won't happen, but they're looking into it. Shout out to the homie for adding me in the situation, because we got a video to watch. Now back in my days, exclusives bad, exclusive bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I fully understand that the Xbox and the Sony ponies can never come along, but I feel like that these memes are what unite us. Smash the like button if you agree. And also, man, Sony ponies came out, or before we get to the Sony ponies, E3 digital only event may be canceled as well. Damn, because they recently came out and they said that they're not gonna be doing a physical show this year because of the Roni situation. Make sure you guys are washing your hands before smashing the like button. I definitely don't want anyone to catch the Roni, I'm just saying. And surely Summer Game Game Fest is gonna happen. Jeff Keighley stocks up huge. He's out there doing helicopters with his Willy because after that Game Awards, he's now gonna be doing Summer Game Fest as well. And obviously, I'll be live streaming that on the channel, so hit the subscribe bell. But listen, the Sony Pony response. Now, this might be a big Sony Pony response, but at the end of the day, I'm having a little bit trouble believing in this one because you can see everywhere you look, people are talking about PlayStation 5 getting the backwards compatibility tomorrow. Are you for real tomorrow? I'm just having a hard time believing. The reason everybody's not talking about the backwards compatibility and this being like a massive Sony response, I do believe that backwards compatibility is gonna come to PlayStation eventually. Probably not tomorrow. If we get tomorrow, I'm ready to sell my fat PS3, okay? My fat Sony Pony 3, okay? I wanna sell this boy, okay? Don't take a screenshot, by the way, but I do believe we're eventually gonna get it with like a Game Pass equivalent because, yep, that's gonna be happening in the next coming weeks, maybe months for the PlayStation out there, but I don't believe that we're gonna be able to take the Black Ops 2 disc, the GTA 4 disc, put it inside PS3 and play it that way. That's a little bit hard for me to believe, and I do know there will be Xbots out there that would be laughing. Come on, man, stop laughing, okay? Don't kick us down while we're down, all right? But PlayStation Japan came on, and translation isn't really that good, but you can see they dropped this video where they got the PlayStation symbols. They got 1, 2, and 3, January 23rd, 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? And they say that PS1, 2, and 3 are the watchwords for PlayStation, or 1, 2, 3 are the watchwords, aka PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. It's gonna be launching on January 23, and there's like a song, something like that, and I feel like that it's just gonna be that. Don't get me wrong, when I look at this, I do feel like that they're talking about the backwards compatibility as well, but we're likely gonna get catfish. Don't fire dope. But click on this video on the screen, and I will see you right there. Just click it, man. You're gonna